Good morning. Good morning. It's time to rise and receive. Welcome to your 10-minute morning send off designed to support you in receiving what you most want by unlearning struggle. So, today we are going to talk about wealth. And if this is something that speaks to you, if you're interested in learning more about receiving wealth, if it's something you've always dreamed of, if it's something that you've worked very hard for, struggling and striving and maybe even fantasized about. I've yet to meet somebody who hasn't at least once fantasized about winning the lottery. so, um, there are some ideas that we have about what it would be like to be wealthy if we are not. Also, if you already are wealthy, and I've known a number of people who are, there are other concerns that come with wealth. So, we're going to unpack wealth from the realm of receiving. And if you don't know who I am, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I am passionate about teaching people how to receive. Because receiving is actually not only is it the most natural thing in the world, and I've come to believe that it's sort of like a lost art or maybe a malnourished paradigm. But when I say receiving is the most natural thing in the world, I also mean that there is everything here to receive. So it isn't just the act of receiving, it's understanding that all of life is providing for you abundance and fulfillment beyond your wildest imagination. And I literally mean that, beyond your wildest imagination, because we are usually limited. We are bound by the limits of our mind. So I'm passionate about teaching people how to receive by unlearning struggle. Because in my more than 2 decades of coaching and even longer as a student of all things related to consciousness creating and manifestation, I've really come to learn that some struggle, yes, is a part of life, but much struggle is learned. And we live in a culture and a time on this planet when we are well trained and well ingrained in the hard work ethic. And while it serves us to a degree, it also can hurt us, because when it comes time to receive, we actually don't know how to stop working hard. We don't know what the alternative is. So we just do more of that. So today we're going to unpack more ease, more fulfillment, more flow around wealth by unlearning struggle. So what I do here today is I pull one card from my brand new Receive card deck, and that's what today's card is Receive Wealth. I will read it to you, I'll unpack it, and then I'll send you off on your day with your willingness mantra, which invites. The willingness mantra invites more or better than you could ever conceive of with your mind. And I will put a little bit of a little note on this is I'm going to do my regular 10-minute thing for the most part. I might hang out a little bit longer if you're interested, because as I was preparing for this today, I had a lot of ideas that I was receiving, and I thought I might go a little bit longer because this is an important topic, especially given what's happening on the world stage today. All right, so here we go. I invite you to sit back. Let these words wash over you. You can always come back and re-listen to it. Let it sink in deeper. Okay, here we go. Receive wealth. Wealth means different things to different people. Some people are limited to the symbols of wealth we see in the physical world. These symbols can appear as money, homes, cars, travel, jewelry, fine dining, support staff, and more. Non-physical symbols of wealth include ideas such as freedom, ease, joy, peace, safety, security, power, control, impact, influence, privilege, and the likes. There are also judgments and fears associated with wealth. Greed, injustice, corruption, heartlessness, responsibility, overwhelm, entrapment, and such. As long as you believe that wealth is the source of your solutions or your problems, you will struggle. Wealth is not a thing. Wealth is not a feeling. Wealth is not good or bad. Wealth is a state of awareness. By many Western world standards, a wealthy person is someone who has such an abundance of physical world resources that money is no object. Such people are believed to live a carefree life with rarely, if ever, a concern for money. Yet if we look to the realm of consciousness, we will see that there are two key differences between someone who is wealthy and someone who is not. One, wealthy people have the ability to take abundance for granted in ways that others do not. And two, wealthy people spend more time focused on the abundance of resources that surround them and less time collecting evidence of lack and scarcity. If you'd like to expand your capacity to receive wealth, you must first understand that you, in truth, are already wealthy. This is your true nature. There is only one life. We are all one. We are all part of the whole. And life is all sufficiency of supply. Therefore, if you struggle, it's not because you are not wealthy, but because you do not know how to experience the truth of your wealth. Next time you become aware of lack or the desire for greater wealth, pause, breathe deeply, and ask yourself, what are all of the ways that I am wealthy right now? A powerful clue is to look at all of the abundance that you take for granted. I am wealthy in access to information. I am wealthy in shelter. I am wealthy in food. I am wealthy in friendship. I am wealthy in freedom to do as I please in this moment. I am wealthy in air to breathe. I am wealthy in green leaves all around me. As often as possible, focus on your wealth. Breathe it in and experience it fully with gratitude. As you practice this, you will expand in your capacity to receive wealth. Your consciousness creates your reality. Wealth manifests wealth. So that is the Receive Wealth card. And with that, here is your mantra for the day. Take it, breathe it, speak it, think it, sing it in your car. You cannot say these mantras enough because they do exactly what this card talks about, is it has you focus your attention on wealth instead of lack. All right, so here it is. I am willing to deeply see all the ways I am wealthy right now. I am willing to deeply see all the ways I am wealthy right now. So I hope that this card and this reading is stimulating some new ideas, maybe expanding your consciousness and awareness about wealth, and really beginning to tap in or go deeper with this idea, once again, that your consciousness creates your reality. Okay, so when your consciousness is nurtured and focused on wealth and how it's already here right now, and that you are already receiving the experience of wealth, then you manifest already receiving wealth right now, and it can show up in expected and unexpected ways. All right. So with that, I wanted to unpack this a couple layers. First of all, everything that I teach about receiving is based in actual real life experiences. I am not a theoretical teacher. Yes, I've read many books, studied with many teachers, but I always use my own life as my own laboratory. And then as I know that it works for me, I bring it to my clients. I see the results reflected there, and it just keeps getting bigger and better. So one of the things I want to say is I've been working with clients around prosperity consciousness since 1996. And like I said, for myself as my own guinea pig, even longer than that. And I have worked with clients that span the whole continuum from literally living check to check and I always do pro bono work. There's always a part of my practice, my coaching practice that is pro bono, all the way to people who have multi 10-figure net worth. and everything in between. And one of the things that I got to witness from this is really how wealth is not a thing. It really is a state of consciousness and a state of awareness, because the very same conversations I have with the pro bono people and the check to check people, and then the 10-figure multi 10-figure net worth people and everything in between are the same states of consciousness. The only difference is how many zeros they're looking at in their bank account. Literally, that's it in the physical world. So that was the very first proof for me about how much wealth has nothing to do with the physical world. It is a state of awareness. And then I got to see that people worry about the same things. If you're wealthy, people are afraid of losing their wealth, or how do I keep it going, or people taking from them. And if you're, down to check, same kind of thing. It's like, where's the next check coming from? Where's the source? Where's my client? Where's my sale? Where's my next job? But it's always that the attention for that time in the struggle is focused on lack. Okay, so that's the first thing I wanted to talk about. The other thing that I want to talk about, and this is really to just reinforce how all of your power is in consciousness, is that I myself have gone from a whole continuum of experiences. There was a time that I actually was co-owner of a vineyard, and I was really in the flow of prosperity in all sorts of ways from a material world sort of a framework. I also lost my home and assets at one point and went through a tremendous amount of hardship and adversity. And as I've gone through this whole continuum, through all of that, what it did, the gift of all of it, is it brought me back to my true source. And that is what I'm here to offer you today, not just because I'm doing Rise and Receives, but because I see this as such an important and poignant message at this time on our planet. And it is this. There's one source and infinite channels. There's one source for all of your wealth, all of abundance. It's right here, right now, and it is life itself. It is life itself. And your key to experiencing that wealth is your awareness. If you are willing to train your awareness, if you're willing to put your energy into that versus into all of the toil and trials and struggle and trying to fix, change, and improve the outer world, by the way, over much of which you cannot control, all right? Imagine how much struggle comes from trying to control something you cannot control. That's why we struggle. If instead you take even a portion of that energy and put it into training your awareness, you can unlock all that is here for you. And I will tell you, when I went through my time of losing my home and my assets and back-to-back adversity and challenge and hardship beyond what I've even named here, one of the things that I tapped into is the core of this message. Life always offers kindness. It was life that provided for me. It was life that provided for my kids. It was life that brought me love again. It was life that expanded my business to overflowing in wealth and abundance again. Okay, so much came in, but it only happened when I had to take my awareness off of the physical world because it was all crumbling down around me. And I had to go deep, deep, deep within. And I got to connect with the awareness of what was right here, right now, in the sitting, in the being, in the receiving, not just the good things that I wanted, but the things that I didn't want, the challenges and the pains. And so when you start to really understand how receiving your do wants includes receiving your don't wants, and you become what I call an unselective receiver. You learn how to receive everything that life gives you. Yes, there is pain and challenge in life, but pain is inevitable. Suffering is optional. And when you learn how to receive by unlearning struggle, you learn to receive the challenges. You become empowered in how to relate to them. They can move on through. And then the kindness of life is waiting for you. It's the next thing lining up and the next thing lining up. And you become able to receive that. So now more than ever, that is my invitation. That is my encouragement. That's my cheerleader for you. I would love to support you any way that I can. And that's why I show up every morning here to inspire and hopefully empower you to learn how to tap into the one true source that is everything that you need and want, life itself, by training your awareness. Okay, that's what we do here. Willingness, willingness, willingness. So here's your mantra for the day. I am willing to deeply see all the ways that I am wealthy right now. So I hope this was helpful. I hope it inspired you. If you liked it, please share with anyone that you think needs to hear this message. Like, share, subscribe if you're on YouTube. It helps me reach the people that I'm here to serve. And if you do like these receive cards that I'm reading every morning, go to receivecarddeck.com. Add your name and email. You'll be on the early bird list. And as soon as they come out, I will let you know about it. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow at Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.